Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I sync with Rumble, but it's not been working too much here and there. But I post everything on Patreon and also in my blogger, and of course I always do some updates here and there on Twitter. So you got those spots there if you want, if you don't use too much the YouTube thing here. Regardless that, YouTube is my main hub at the moment, so that's the way to go. Later, I think I can manage to publish the XCOM 2 episode, and there isn't a lot of like huge news, but some interesting tidbits here. Mainly on the gaming front. Supposedly Lords of Fallen will feature DLSS 3 and FSR 3, which is basically like the second or third game that is going to be launched with this or with these technologies here, at least the third version. Yeah, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I covered some previews from the Lords of Fallen, and it seems pretty good. Again, it was at the time a preview build, so it was not the final build. There was some bugs here and there, nothing game breaking, nothing that like a reload didn't solve. They were few far in between, so it was nothing to worry about. The game seems pretty solid in terms of performance and optimization, at least from what I saw. Hopefully the full and final review will be pretty decent. At least it's setting up in that way, so I think it's going to be like a good alternative to Souls-like games. And I think it's going to be what they were aimed for in 2014 when they launched the Lords of the Fallen, the spiritual prequel to this game. This game's, I think it around 1,000 years after the first game, wrapped up, so got a lot of stuff that is different, and they want this themselves because it was not the most positive experience. I played the game at the time. It was okayish, a little bit. The gameplay seemed a little bit heavy. The how your attacks and your rolls and everything too heavy. Very kind of slow. I think they were trying to do approach of a more methodical approach than usually do in Dark Souls, or kind of similar, but they didn't do like an excellent job on it. The story and the lore was okay, nothing to write home about it, but it was a pretty decent one. But then again, the final product was not on the level that people were expecting, and they basically considered that not a good entry, so they trying to basically revamp everything here, and it seems more fluid, more quick-paced, a lot of different ways to approach combat with magic or melees. Even they made some highlights on the animations itself, so like the combat animations and how you can use like there is not only like light and heavy attack, there is like kind of a combo system to a certain degree, so even how you attack it's kind of different. But yeah, when the review comes out, we will have more information for sure. I only saw like some highlights of that, nothing in specific, but yeah, it will come with FSR and DLSS 3 integrated. Hopefully it would not be a crutch in terms of performance, because I'm not sure, I don't remember seeing if the performance that they were bragging about was with this technology on. I will assume no. I will assume that the game is pretty decently optimized, so let's wait and see how the reviews will come out. It's the 13th, so in a few days, a couple of days, it will come out the game, so we will have to wait and see. Also, NVidia is doing a bundle with Alan Wake 2 with some RTX 40 series GPUs. This is good mainly because of the game itself. It's not an old IP, but the last game was like almost 15 years ago. And I think it's a good way of, at least for the Alan Wake game itself, to make some promotion. And of course they're selling some 4D GPUs. They decreased a little bit here and there on prices, so we'll see how it goes. Again, only eligible retailers and certain GPUs for the DIY market, so the 4070 and up, so 4070, 4070 Ti, 4080 and 4090, and with laptops that feature the 4090, 4080 and 4070 laptop GPUs are eligible. 4060, 4050, no way, Jose. And it's going to run until the 17th of October, when I think it's basically near I completely forgot when the game is going to launch. It's going to be soon, October, I think, also by the end of October, something like that. Yeah, 27. There it is. Yeah, this game is set to hit the game. Yeah, 27th of October. I really thought so. Again, only select retail system integrators will participate in the offer. So if you're hoping to buy one to get this game, please check everything to see if they are eligible for this offer. Again, I'm not going to enter in the ramble with the GPU stuff. It's mainly about the game here. So please, if you are considering buying Indian GPU, and if that GPU is an NVidia, and if you want to get this game, please check with the retailers and everything if that promotion is available to you and if they are eligible. I think that afterwards you get an email with the instructions regarding how to put that on your Epic Game Store. This is at the moment Epic Game Store exclusive, from what I understand. I think they are the publishers, so we'll see when it comes to Steam or something like that. Hopefully soon. And we got Cyberpunk 2077 updates here. The HD Reworked Project 2.0, it's released. This from Hulk Hogan. It's the visual overall mod. It did the same thing with The Witcher and The Witcher 3, and is doing also, on this one, is being updated, and this is this 2.0 version is basically compatible with the 2.0 update from the game, and also the DLC Phantom Liberty. Supposedly this will be like the final version, even though that there might be some tweaks here and there, mainly on low texture side of things. But yeah, at the moment this will be the final version. There is no promises that he's going to do a new version or not do. Depends on how the things go in the game itself. But yeah, Hulk Hogan, I think I did his overall visual mod for The Witcher 3 at the time, and I like it. That's my how I recall the experience. Is a very good modder in terms of and it's famous also for the visual overall mod. It's very comprehensive, and it does a lot of good stuff there, and usually it doesn't affect the performance of the game itself, so you don't get a hit on performance in terms of frame rates. And lastly, we got here some Steam Fest. I covered the Next Fest from Steam. Here from Sex Life, they do some demos that you should not miss. So again, demos are free, so you might have a go, like 1 or 2 hours for each demo, I suppose. The first one is the Tomatage. I'm very curious about this game. Turn-based, you like a detective of the supernatural in 20th century Poland, more specifically in Warsaw. And seems pretty interesting, the setup. And I think you have some choices and consequences on this game. I think it's going to be important here. So it's one of those that I'm very curious about. But there is others that I don't remember of ever seeing. This is like Quantum Knights. Yeah, this game mixes heavy paladin armor with magical assault rifles. Yeah, I don't know. It's a demo. You might want to try out. But yeah, it is okay. It is what it is. I don't think it's like a game for me. But yeah, I got Enshrouded. I got this on my wish list. I think I know I spoke about this game, but basically it's a survival RPG. But it's this is basically a 16-player co-op thing. So no, it's not made for me. Usually don't do this kind of things here. If it was optional, but it's not. I think it's really intended to have a group of people and make them play this kind of survival RPG genre. The survival RPG genre, I kind of enjoy it, but yeah, co-op, you are dependent on other persons to supposedly fully enjoy the game, so it's not for me. But again, there is a demo. If you have a lot of friends to play with, I think it might be a good option for you. Just try it. And Alan Wake, which seems kind of, from what I read, a mixture between Skyrim and Doom with swords. and because I think it's very fast-paced, and it's very focused more on melee than magic. But yeah, if you like this kind of games, when it is too much aggressive like Doom, I think my limit goes on Doom. I think I can enjoy this kind of game, but when it starts going around seeing too much things at the same time, I get a little bit lost on the things there, on the weeds of the game itself. But yeah, seems pretty kind of interesting, like this kind of game. And it's like 4 demos for you to try out. And yeah, for the very short news cycle, but it's what I found that caught my interest here. Again, the October and November is going to be full of launches, if not mistaken. But yeah, as soon as they come out, I will cover if I see anything interesting on that. I'm going to wrap up with some gaming deals. Vampire Survivors is still on the deal here. Even if full game price, I think it's more than worth it for you to buy the game. I think at least with the DLC bundle is the one to go. 40% off, $6 for this game. If you like this kind of game, kind of bullet hell action roguelike, and of course pixel graphics here, but the mechanics here are very addicting here. If you like this kind of game, I think it's going to be very entertained here. So until the 15th, so around 5 more days. And yeah, of course, overwhelmingly positive reviews. Everybody that plays and like this kind of game only praises this game, so it's good for sure. You got also Spirit Feral Edition. I covered this a few days ago on GOG, if not mistaken, and now it's here on promotion. You got a demo if you want to try out, and I think the deluxe version, it's okay if you want to buy it. I think it's a very positive game, so if you saw like 9 out of 10, sorry. But yeah, it's on promotion till the 16th. Give it a go if you're hesitant on this kind of games, but I like the way they go about it. It's one of those that I really want to try out. That's why I maintained it on my wish list. Got also No Man's Sky, again still 50% off until the 18th. The base game, it's the only option that exists, and it got a lot of content that they added up throughout the years. I think 20 plus packages of content they added up to the game. So if you want like an alternative kind of Starfield, which is they are trying to achieve different things with the game itself, especially in game mechanics and everything. They are very similar in some aspects, but in others not so much. They do different things altogether. But yeah, a more kind of immersive game for you to. I think it's a lot of more about exploration and some combat here and there, and the way they go about it is very different from Starfield. But they have some similarities, but they are not not the same game here. But yeah, and lastly, from Steam we got Elden Ring. It's still 34% off. Again, I think. Given the pedigree of From Software, I think the deluxe version is the best option, mainly because the DLC will come up, if not by the end of this year, at least early next year for sure. And again, this is one of those games that if you're a From Software fan, you for sure will enjoy this till the end of time. And I got one pick here from GOG that I found out, which is Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. This is the deluxe edition. I usually cover this when it appears on Steam, but at this moment it's on GOG. Usually it's around the same price, 60% off from the game. It's around $20, give or take. The deluxe version. It has the DLC Seeds of Evil, I think. And yeah, this is kind of similar to XCOM and to the new game that they made also, which is Miasma Chronicles. The combat approach and the game loop mechanics there, it's very similar. The story is completely different, of course. I think it's set in a completely different universe also. But yeah, it's kind of very similar the way you play it. But yeah, I think it's one of those. I got this on my... I managed to claim Epic Game Store on the free games a long time ago, and I still need to play this game. I will do a gameplay series on this one after I finish the ones that I'm playing currently. But yeah, it's one of those that I like to play out. And basically this is it for today, guys. Very quick one. I'm going to wrap up with a plug on my Patreon again. for extra support if you like. Everything is for free that I do. I don't plan at the moment, even with patrons. Patrons do like exclusive content at the moment, mainly because of time constraints, so I don't have time to do on purpose different content difference. There is like only one tier, very cheap one. I think it's $2, something like that. It's just for extra support for me to at the moment focus on getting more storage from to have backups for the projects that I do for my private clients, and of course to have space to the things that I do for the channel itself, for the videos and everything. Basically it's what it is at the moment. Again, I don't know, in the far future or something like that, if my main income supposedly comes from making these videos, then I will think about it doing more detailed stuff here, but at the moment it is what it is. It's for extra support for me to can focus that extra money for the PC and to improve overall in my private work and also for the channel itself. But yeah, basically that's it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So till then, Kunamy Master out.